time is nigh. Open up your eyes to see the signs of the times. Got to be wise to all of their lives. Look to the sky from where my help comes. Wake up, got to wake up from the slumber. Don't let them pull you under. Rise up out the water. Never let them wrestle you into the mud.
Greetings, family. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Reserve Menin. Y'all already know, one perfect balance. Greetings and welcome to Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct. And if we're not correct, feel free to correct us. This is a place where you can find guarantee, if nothing else.
News for the people in real time.
Real news for the people in real time. Tell a friend and tell a friend, family. We up and running. Up and running. Same taffy and different mint paper. Yo, you cannot make this stuff up. I just want to put the phone on vibrate. Wait. Well, that's why the Bluetooth was on. That's when my battery died early. Man, cannot make this up. Yes, family. This is what we're going on here tonight, man. We're going to touch one or two things, man, that's gonna be a bit critical. A bit critical. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to catch my live. Where is it? Oh, watch live. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Got eyes on the ground. Listen, family. Same taffy and different mint paper. What is meant by that? It's an old saying. I only heard it today for the first time. Shout out to the elders, man. I was with the elders earlier doing some work. I was actually moving a beehive earlier too. That's a live on my personal page. If you want to catch it, you can go catch it. Man, I don't know what I was thinking. The brother had on a bee suit. I ain't had on no suit, but it's a frequency. It was quite interesting though, to say the least. But I don't know. That was a different experience. But anyhow, family, I want to touch a few things tonight. And I also want to say one thing. In fact, I want to show one thing. Let me go ahead and do that first off the top. Shout out to Alex Mitchell, by the way. And I'm only showing this because I got a lot of calls about the program on Friday night. I don't know why. I thought that was a bit strange, but I got a lot of calls about the program on Friday night. Got a few messages as well. I get it. But I want to put up something right now. Of course, I want to put up something, and I hope he's okay with this, because I definitely want to put this one up. If nothing else, I'm gonna put this one up. I could put up a few more, but I definitely want to put this one up, because we talking about, man, I don't want to even use the word cyber bill and all that. I don't want to use them terms. We're talking about, changing the government. We're talking about Mia must go. We're talking about the BLP, period. But my question is, and I replace them with who? You can say the people going to choose. Well, that sounds good and dandy, but there's a lot of people that still supported the BLP, like it or not. There's people who support the BLP. I saw a video on somebody's page. Can't remember the guy's name. I think the guy that was supposed to come on this program did indicate to me personally he was going to on more than one occasion, and somehow circumstances prevented him from coming on. Nevertheless, we understand these things happen. But I remember they were showing the existing party versus the other party, and they both had picnics, I think. But one was burst and one was barely attended. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't speak to it. But I want to share this right here. I want to tell you right now. Before we get that though, let me shout out. Rowan, I see you too. Greetings to you too. Tim Ward, greetings to you and the family from Ontario. Shout out to the folks from New Jersey earlier. Yeah, from folks from New Jersey was on the live. That was interesting. There's Brooklyn in the house. Locked on from Brooklyn. Big Pen, where you at, Big Pen? Big Pen, where you at, Big Pen? Represent where you from, man. Miss Welch, greetings, and Welch, good night to you too, family. Where you from, sis? If you don't mind me asking, type in where you're from. Represent your city. Y'all already know. Put it up. Put it up. Put it up. I wanna put this up though. And a lot of things were said. Alex mentions a lot of things, man. And like I said, I know the brother for a little while. I know he's been consistently making it happen work-wise. And, you know, a lot of people may not be aware. But I mean, a lot of things were said in the media of lately by individuals who we would like to think should function differently. Having said that, you know, I'm a brother's keeper, and I can't let that slide like that, man. So, yo, Alex, I'm gonna put this up with your permission. I just want to put up an article that was in the newspaper. I think it's called the Grisettes, something like that. Y'all would see it, y'all would know it. Y'all see it, y'all would know it. And as always, maybe somebody will send this and send a message or screenshot it and send a message. But yeah, though, it's interesting, you know, you representing 246. I see you, I see you. Peter Wayne, shout out to you too, family. Greetings to you. 246 in the building. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I going to jump into this really quick. There was a video going around about the light and power and this kind of stuff. I'm gonna touch on that briefly too. I'm gonna tell you something. I was actually looking for the other video I have posted before. I thought it was on my personal page, but it should be on my personal page. I don't know why it's not on my personal page, but I'll look for it. I'm sure it's on my personal page. If it's not on my personal page, then it might be on. Man, it's on my personal page. Unless they took it down, it's a possibility. In fact, that's a possibility. That video I had up years ago. I put that up maybe 5-6 years ago. Yeah, about 5 or 6 years ago. I put that on my Facebook page. Maybe longer than that. This is before COVID and all this other stuff, where I came across a documentary on something called BBC 4. It's a channel that they show in UK. Show it to the UK family, by the way. Also, give me a mic check, family. Let me know how the mic coming out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let me know how it's coming out there in the mic in cyborg space. But I came across this video on BBC 4, and it talked about Barbados. And I keep saying, you wonder why people treat Barbadians the way they treat Barbadians? And I just showed the video. Because imagine you being a Caucasian, you're up there in Europe somewhere with your family, sit down after supper, not dinner, after supper, and BBC 4 comes on. You know, they're discussing, let's just say at the topic, the Caribbean, and namely Barbados. And then they said out the blue that the people of Barbados, those Africans in Barbados, those dark-skinned people in Barbados, are a result of us. Listen to this, family. The dark-skinned people in Barbados are a result of a sexual union between humans and chimpanzees. Imagine they're saying that Africans as we know it, especially in Barbados, and they actually said this, especially in Barbados, are a result of a sexual union. In other words, bestiality between humans and monkeys, chimpanzees. And that's what produced what we know as Bajans. Imagine that. Like, imagine that that's what they're telling European people. I'm going to look for that video. While I'm playing the other one, I'm going to look for that one. I may not find it, but I can say that. If I'm to find it, I'm going to find it. But I want to say that to say this, you know, in this society, we see the government. We always talk about the government. Every time there's elections coming around, you'll find a group of people talking about out of the government. What I'm saying, family, it is people before party. You got to do what's right for the people of the nation. And that's just the bottom line. And we could be back and forth, BLP, DLP back. We could do that all day long, every day. In fact, It's the same Taffy in different mint paper. Don't forget the DLP came out of, in fact, there's no such thing as DLP. Let me get this straight. There's no such thing as DLP. The DLP is a group of disgruntled BLP members. That's what that is. The DLP is a group of disgruntled BLP members. But that's the old guards. As far as the new one, with the young folks that's there now, with the vibrancy that I'm seeing, hey, maybe there's a chance there'd be a difference. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, so long as the old guards are in control, I don't know. Because like I said, it's the same Taffy in a different mint paper. The BLP was here long before, and at some point they had a difference of opinion. They're both coming out of one union, split, start another one. They both are following the Westminster, you know. So when we talk about politics and politician and policies being changed and me doing this and me doing that, let's be realistic. It's all Westminster. So even if she's trying to change something, the truth is I'm going to agree with her. A lot of stuff needs changing from the way it is. The way it is isn't working. We want to pretend that it's working. Look, let me show you something. There are people right now who are on social media, and their job, which is obvious to me, is to maintain the order of the plantocracy. Now, I ain't saying that there's some new ideas and some new age ideas that are definitely in the closet, and in some cases out of the closet. You know, was that a double entendre or something like that? But anyhow, playing around. The point I want to make is that there's a need for a change, but the kind of change we need isn't necessarily a political change. We need a change in the consciousness of the nation. We need a change in the consciousness of the people. Because when we reach a point where people can openly say things about individuals, I mean openly speak on matters that they have no knowledge of in an area and on a platform where people are going to take their word as the gospel according to that's a lot of power to give someone. And if they're not going to use it for the upliftment, but rather for the assassination, well, truth is, we could fire shots too. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. This is from the Gazette paper. I think it's what it's called, the Gazette. Somebody could correct me if I'm calling it incorrectly. And if you notice right there at the top, it says Barbados. The date is the information on the top right-hand side. In the Supreme Court of Judicature, High Court in the estate of Violet Caroline Beckles. Y'all recognize that name? It's been in the media a lot lately. Violet Caroline Beckles. Public notice. I'm gonna let that sit there for a while. I'm gonna go and check the chats. Empress, I see you, family. Greetings. Let me see real quick. I missed a whole set. Let me go shout the family. Maria, I see you too. Maria, greetings to you too. Right, loud and clear. Give thanks, man. Smiling butterflies. Shout out to my people in the north of this city. Bless up to the politically incorrect family. Greetings to you too, family. Yes, Ryan, really in the 20th century, believe it or not. You man, so don't make me laugh, man. Wait, hold up. There's more. There's more. Greetings, family. Greetings. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? They are the same, B and D. The DLP was birthed. The BLP gave birth to the DLP. And I want y'all to understand that. She was pregnant, hemorrhaging, and she gave birth. Don't get tired with it. That's why I had to put up what I put up on Mr. Adams the other day. This isn't by chance, family. This is not by chance. They say black, but then again, black European football players used to have bananas thrown on them while they played and be faced with boos and gorilla songs. Listen to me. Let me go a little step further. What is we call the West Indies cricket team. Like I said, I wasn't big on cricket. There's a documentary called Fire in Babylon. By the way, this isn't, we're not talking centuries ago, you know, family. We're talking literally a few decades ago. This was going on right live and square. And we've not moved that far away from it. And we think we have, and we haven't. We haven't. Nowadays, you ask anybody who work in these hotels, these plantations by the sea, how a lot of these European Caucasoids, I'm not saying it in a derogatory term, but a lot of them function like they beasts, man. Like they real Neanderthals, like they beasts. And they function that way because how they treat the African people here, the native people, the indigenous people, the Barbadian people, how they treat them, both Bajan white and Bajan black, to use the term loosely. In some cases, don't even speak to you. They don't even acknowledge you present. They look at you and give you this fake plastic smile. But what I'm saying is that's okay if you understand what it is. If you understand what it is and you know what it is, you function accordingly. Ignorance at best. Listen, I'm gonna find the video, man. This is on the BBC. Understand, the BBC is promoting the ideology, that Barbados and Barbadians are made up of a sexual union between humans and monkeys. You know, there's a thing where individuals put on this outfit called the Green Monkey and entertain tourists. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for gymnastics, the flips, and the whole 9 yards. I'm all for it. What I'm saying is that sometimes we don't realize how cognitive dissonance really works, because sometimes we play into our own ignorance and validate the ideas that they give us. I don't know who is the first person to come up with the idea that we're going to dress up like a monkey and just play around, especially knowing that they see us as monkeys anyhow. So again, I know, yes, same taffy in a different mint paper. Serious study by, look, an elder gave me that today. I had to use it. I had to put that emotion, man, energy. I give thanks to the elder, not calling any names, but yeah, the elder's been popping up. I give thanks for all of them. But yes, family, Empress, like I said, good to see you, family. Sharon, I see you too. Shalom, 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 shalom. Miss Goddard, greetings to all. King Man, I see you too. But like I said, this document right here, public notice is hereby given that application has been made for the following grant of probate, namely probate for the will dated the 6th day of July in the year 2009 of Violet Carolyn Beckles, late of King Street in the city of Bridgetown in the parish of St. Michael in this island, who died in this land on the 23rd day of August 2010. Had to be the 23rd, right? Cha. 23rd day of August 2010. Who died in Ireland 2010? By Alex Philip Mitchell, the serving executor named in the will of the said deceased. But wait a minute. Named in the will of the said deceased. The registered will, after 14 days from the day of this advertisement, proceed with the above named application for probate, dated this 29th day of August 2013. Well, Michelle Weeks, registered for the Supreme Court. Well, I'll be 2013. Now, you know, like I said, right, family, I'm gonna let that sit there a little longer so y'all could screenshot it and somebody could send it. Because look, man, somebody wrote me and told me that, you know, the enemy is one and we got to stop being divided. I told someone, you know, we say that, right, but more often than not, you look through the corridors of history, going back from the, you ain't gotta even look at the Black Panthers and the civil rights and all this other stuff. You ain't gotta even look at that. Look right here in Barbados, man. Somebody told them what Bussa Plan was. Somebody told them what Bussa Plan was. All I'm saying is that somebody said something. That somebody saying something don't ever come from outside, family. We got to stop acting like we naive, man, and start recognizing, you know, what's what. We keep talking the government ever so smart and ever so clever and crafty, but we fail to want to examine each other on a serious level. Well, I put it out there, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. This is, interesting to get the actual paper because they keep all this stuff and the court right there. You take this document to the court, the information on it, the A81-007-007, whatever, they'll tell you exactly where to pull this up. If they don't have it on a microfilm, which I'm sure they probably have a copy from 2013, they do have a hard copy somewhere. This stuff is in the paper, the legal paper, the government paper, public notice. Like right there, look, okay, right there. Yo, Alex, keep doing the works, bro. Keep doing the works, man. Something fishy, man. Something fishy. Why is it that this lady had all this land? All this land. Everybody knows she got all this land. They know that people stole a lot of land from her. Well, they stole all of it. I mean, they stole all of it. Alex can't find one. Not one. Come on, man. Somebody lying. Somebody lying, man. Somebody lying. In fact, this is a conspiracy of monumental. I don't know, man. This is a different whole. Look, man. This is mega stuff here, man. There's mega stuff, man. This made Kingsland Estate look like I don't even know what, man. Like, oh no, this is something different, man. Totally different. The Mother Sally, we ain't gonna even talk about that. We had a program on that one night based on a picture we see them painting on a mural at St. Mary's School. It's still down there. That's on one of the other programs. I don't remember which one that is, but it's one of my other programs. We spoke about that deep. Oh, you thought I said, but hold up. I thought Alex Mitchell was an interloper. He was not an executor. You spreading propaganda like the newspaper. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. You said I'm spreading propaganda. This is politically incorrect where we get it correct. If we not correct, folks be inboxing me and correcting me. I don't play that. I don't care. I don't play that. This platform has started to be the voice of the people. I was looking for nothing for myself. This was just the voice of the people, and they came and they spoke their piece, as always. That goes for anybody, including Alex Mitchell, is welcome to come and speak. A lot of folks was invited, who some came, a lot of them never showed up. A few ministers, a few union people too. No, we didn't forget. It's like a hot seat. Me and Marty can soon come on, man. I tell you, that's going to be an interesting conversation. They say in England football and European football, they still make animal noises and throw bananas. You again, like I said, like this is what goes on, man, and we keep playing this game. Greetings, Elder. Greetings to you, family. Greetings to the whole Dominica family. The whole Dominica family, man. They said that lady didn't own all that land. Wait a minute, hold on. That lady didn't own all of that land by Kensington. Is this a rhetorical question? Because to my knowledge, there's a plantation deed that Mr. Mitchell has, unless the government or whoever they claim owns. That's why I said, currently speaking in land tax department, whose name is on the document for land at Kensington? Whose name is on it? And if you can find a person who say their name is on it, where did they get that from? That's a good question. Right now, cricket in the few look, this thing about World Cup cricket, y'all realize, right, that no other Caribbean island was fighting to host this. Nobody wanted it. Nobody. Only Barbados push up its head. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We spend all this money, have this event like we did back in 27 that we still paying for. In fact, I was told by reliable sources that the bill from that is still being paid and will be still being paid by our children's children. We didn't even finish paying for 2007 and we got no 2024. Really? Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't make this stuff up. So what I'm saying that to say is somebody, child, somebody shouting you out, man. Somebody speaking some sort of Saka fat. I don't have a clue what that is, man. Somebody trying to spread some Creole across the land. Greetings, family. We see you, family. Sam Ponzi. Sam Ponzi is a fact, man. Food for thought. They said the voice of the people is the voice of God. I resonate with that all day, every day. All day, every day. Miss Beckers was easy for them because she trusted them just like we did. Jane, I'll tell you the truth. I won't even say that. Yes, perhaps trust, but the words that were said about her, for me, somehow were a bit condescending by suggesting she was a janitor at the hospital. So the implicit in what was said is that she was ignorant. Hence, she gave them all to a certain lawyer. Yeah. My thing is that, well, wait a minute. Because you're a janitor, whether the hospital, school, airport, or any other establishment, bank, or wherever have you, it doesn't mean that you are ignorant. It doesn't mean that you're not qualified to read and understand things. It means that that is the profession you choose to be. That's what you chose. But you see the perception, right, Jane, that the implication is that she didn't have much common sense, right? So we could beguile her as if this was a garden. Go ahead, man. Look, hold this little something for now. Keep doing your thing. We can sort out, and I get back to you. So while she was going on and going on and going on and going on and realizing slowly but surely that nobody was getting back, they were having what do you call it? They were drawing straws. Sorry, pardon me. They were casting lots. No pun intended. They were casting lots. I got more documents I could put up, but I'm gonna let this one sit here for a bit. Just for a bit. Just for a bit, man. You know what I mean? Let it be known, man. Like, really? Really? We got to reach a point, family, where we, start being really honest about what's really happening. These people, look, they're not changing nothing. Barbados was and is a colony. It had never changed. The illusion of inclusion, all these things about independence and emancipation, independence and republic, don't fall for it. What they have done is consistently changed the climate of the country by suggesting that there's something else on the horizon. But what has never changed is the economic status of the people who need it most. That has never changed. And now they have the unmitigated gall to tell Barbadians that the light bill is most likely going to be increased significantly in the not too distant future. You can believe that. With the video, man. Hold on. Let me go to the video. Let me play the video. Because I found a video. I found a video on it. I found a video on it. And the thing is, it's an old video. And what got me? Like, wait a minute. So here's a question, family. Here's a question. Before I go there, let me ask a question. Really? So you got all kind of bills coming out prohibiting you from speaking. Food prices still going up, although they keep telling you they're gonna go down. You just gotta wait till they get to you. So it went down first for those who got more resources, but the people who need it most. So it go down from the top down, not from the bottom up. Anyhow, that's Westminster politics and economics for you. We want African economics and African governance. We ain't dealing with that trickle down effect madness. In fact, let me just play this, because if everything going up, 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 but your salary, at what point, family, do we realize that we just don't need to change the government? Because to say you're changing the government, who are you putting in its place? Who are you going to put there? We're going to step back and just select individuals from the community randomly. Like, how are we going to do this? We can form committees. How are we going to do this? Like, how we plan to do this? Because realistically speaking, this bus looked like it on autopilot. Like you watch the movie with the villains, they would hijack the bus, got you on the back of the bus somewhere, Meanwhile, they have boarded a parallel vehicle or a helicopter and fly off with the loop. And you back there thinking, they're telling you don't move, steer the course, hold firm, and you back there working, you doing whatever you got to do. But meanwhile, they done jump ship. We got to find a way that we get to the front. Somebody got to take that charge and take a look and see what's going on, because this feel like it's on autopilot. This. And hold on, man. Let me let this play. Man.
To transition the island.
Sound check, family. Let me know how the audio coming through. Just give me a sound check. You know how it is. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Into natural source energy by. While government has pledged to transition the island to natural source energy by 2030, there's a view the big issue to getting there is not technological, but rather people-based. Mr. Worm has this view on the matter.
A lot of people have been selling renewable energy as reducing costs. Renewable energy is not going to reduce costs in the short term. It will protect us from variability of costs in the long term. So anybody thinks that tomorrow we are going to get cheaper electricity, they have another thought coming. But there are also many other benefits.
He notes many say it is unachievable, but he believes by the 2030 deadline,
I got to go back there a minute. He said what? They got it. Wait, hold on.
They have another thought coming.
Variability
of costs in the long energy is not going to reduce costs in the short term. It will protect us from variability of costs in the long term. So anybody thinks that tomorrow we are going to get cheaper electricity, they have another thought coming. But
I found that statement to be very profound, because, like he said, if you think because we're doing renewable energy and we're using solar, we can get a cheaper light bill, you have another thought coming. Well, apparently that thought that was coming, family, has arrived. It has arrived in the form of, you know what? I'm going to let them tell it.
But there are also many other benefits.
He notes many say it is unachievable, but he believes by the 2030 deadline, the sector will be more advanced. Mr. Worm, General Manager of Williams Electrical and Williams Solar, says the Barbados Light and Power is currently seeking approval from the Fair Trading Commission for the Clean Energy Transition Rider, as well as acquiring 380 megawatts of storage to achieve the goal set for 2030. He adds, officials need to quantify the impact of costs over the stipulated period and communicate the findings to all Barbadians so they will be aware of the expectations.
And then government will continue to do its job to find ways of mitigating all of those costs, so that, because it's a big benefit to the country, a significant benefit, in my view, to the country, to have a stable price for electricity going forward, because we can anticipate and we can do things. We have to find ways of bringing our citizens along in this process, understanding what the impacts are going to be, and help to guide them.
Mr. Worm says Barbados cannot rely on overseas advisors as much as they provide value, but instead have a significant local component in an effort to build the trust of citizens that this initiative is being done in their interests. Lorna Jones.
This initiative is being done in their interests. Let me show you the interests they're talking about. And I'm sure that y'all would agree that we could compound this matter in one. Because according to the latest press, and I just want to throw this out there, yep, Consumer Rep warns not an increase in the bill, not paying a bit more at the pump. They said it's going to be look, you're being conditioned for what is about to happen. The paper is already, bear in mind, it's a mine program. Keep that in mind. You're being conditioned. The talk all around the town now is light and power. It's a huge electric bill hike. In fact, they said right here, the warning comes. Let me go further down. Where is it? The warning comes after the Fair Trade Commission on Tuesday ruled on the request from Light and Power to approved 3 of the power companies' 5 proposals to invest in battery storage and recover the cost from consumers. So they got what you say? They approved 3 of the 5 proposals to invest in battery storage and to recover the cost from consumers. Well, veteran utility analyst Ricky Wendt warned that this result, the average customer bill will experience an increase between. He said the average customer bill will experience an increase between 20.7 to 26.2%. So in other words, let me call it 25%. In other words, if your bill is $100 or used to be $100, it's gonna be $125. Keep in mind that $25 is not because you're getting better service or more electricity. That is going like the water storage, like the water storage tax, or not the water storage, the storage tax, pardon me. Like the storage tax on the water bill. That is like the storage tax on electricity bill. You're gonna pay extra, not for service or better electricity service or a regulated, so that it don't bloat your system. And when you go to them telling that you had a surge that out your computer and mess up your hard board or whatever, your hard drive or whatever, that they tell you that we don't know nothing about that. Imagine they got a full legal team at Light and Power. Why is that? Because they be that's a whole other issue, family. Like I said, right? We got to come off the grid. It's time to leave her alone. Let them stick that. Yeah, leave that alone, family. You're gonna have to pay extra $25 because they bought some batteries. As if they buy the batteries for me. So that's what's going on right there, just for the record. But here's the deal, though, family. Here's the deal. Do we really need the Light and Power? Same Taffy in a different mint paper. This is 2024. There's all kinds of renewable energy on the market. Some cost more than others, yes. A lot of folks went ahead and talked about, we're going to outfit the whole house in panels. We want to feed into the grid and get paid. That was a scam. I can tell you right now, because up to now, I doubt. In fact, please, can somebody call and correct me? Somebody please let me know how that has been working out for them in terms of what they invested. It's a long-term project. I ain't saying not, but let me ask a question. You know, like in a hurricane, is get debris flying about and stuff. Like, you got insurance for your panels on the roof, like if they get damaged in a hurricane, like say you got some debris, or like the place in England the other day we had a hailstorm. Not that we're gonna get hailed, but I mean, you know, if the panels get damaged, like the insurance cover that cost. Is there an insurance? I don't know. I'm asking for a friend. But how is that worked out? Could anybody call and tell me that yes, they invested in panels and they get to, yes, we get to run more air conditioning stuff in your house. Yes, your light bill might be down. Yes, but really and truly, you spend about 50 grand, 60 grand. I mean, if you divide that by your light bill, your average light bill of $200 a month, like how many years you would have gone with that 60 grand would pay your light bill as opposed to the light bill you have now plus 60,000. I mean, I'm just asking a question. Was it worth it? Are you getting money back for Light and Power to say that this is worth it? Can somebody please call and let me know? Let us know. Let us know how politically incorrect or we get it correct. If not, call and correct us. I want to know, man. Jane said we have the evidence to explain the fraud. Oh man, to identify the perpetrators and show what has led to what is happening now. We can't talk about crimes happening way ago, claiming that they overrun by time and let these culprits walk around still committing the same crime. There was a guy called Mr. Fields who apparently stole millions and supposed to be still missing. Alex, you know anything about that one? I think I saw his name on one of your documents, a so-called lawyer who will make the other lawyers look like, again, like they're stealing taffy from a baby. You get it? Taffy, baby. It will go up as electricity goes up, for sure. A few kerosene lamps and you're good to go. Question, how are we going to use what we already have? The agenda coming, man. Serious, serious, serious. But how is the public, how can the public have another thought come in and in the same breath he speaks of benefits? Make it make sense. Come on, man. It can't make sense. Because like he said, the government is going to find ways to support them in their investment and find a way to, ease the bill onto the public of Barbados. We let these criminals continue to govern this family. I don't care what party they come from. We're going to reap the same thing over and over. It is the same taffy in a different mint paper. That's what it is. That's what it's been. But like I said, he who amongst us are the ones amongst us who have the information but might be afraid. I understand it. But if you can't, put it where it can be of better use. It is significant benefit to the country, but we, the citizens, need to be brought along. You hear the language, right? You hear the language. Look, they don't even hide it, man. They don't even hide it. Yes, mind programming the people. That's what that is. Prepare for big. Remember when they said that bus fare was going to go up to $5? Everybody was like, what? Bus fare going up $5? My walking, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. I ain't paying them $5. Da, 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 da. It was a big noise. But that was the mind programming because they wanted to jump from $2 to $3.50, which was a big jump. But what they did was they make it seem that we're going to jump to $5. Like what? That's so that was like that seemed like astronomical. Bus fare was what, $2.50? Can't remember what bus fare was. But the point is when they jumped it to $3.50, they use that $5 reference, man, to mess people's heads up. So when people hear it was only $3.50, oh, $3.50, oh, because if it was $5, I would have never paid. But you see the psychosis, how they work that magic all the time, man. We have to keep paying to make the rich richer and the poor poorer. Shout out to the UK family, by the way. And shout out to the general who celebrated, I forgot to mention on Monday, he celebrated a significant time span in the cycles of this time, celebrating his Herb Strong over the weekend. Shout out to the general, won't call names, you know who you are. Full salute to the European family, first family. Shout out to moms too, matriarch, y'all already know. Sophia Carrington, I see you. Know how long I telling my family to get lamps, solar in the city, solar in rural areas, and only government and their friends are who will be able to sell the product being in the product, etc. Man, I gonna tell you this. I gonna tell you this. I gonna tell you this. They it would be almost sad if you really stop and look at it holistic. Like imagine like the boy, imagine electricity that gets shut off in your house, in your community. Shut off. So come nighttime now, everything pitch black, pitch black, pitch black. You know why people worship the sun back in the days? Because you see when the sun set at night, became night, that's when the people were most worried. 15/25 minute cities, everything that is unfolding reminds me of some children's show, some show the Lorax, the Little Prince, and Wally. Trust, watch with a different eye in mind. Was it called? What is it called? Lorax. It's a show, children's show. So if I post a link, if anything, I don't sound too familiar, or maybe I don't remember what it is, but post a link if y'all know that particular show. Post a link. Setting up solar is better for high income people. They are building on acres of land that was once grown that was once grown sugar cane and ground food. I want to know how much money this light and power company paid for all that land they are building on. I mean, in St. Lucie, out by St. Lucie, that's a good question. Maybe the government gifted it to them like the whole project. We just didn't hear that one. They may got to call and ask you as well that question. I'm sure he knows the answer. Somebody go and type in and answer the question. How much light and power play? Or ask Thorn. They might most likely know because they're in a position to know. Wow, it took you 20 minutes to get on, huh? It's all good. We on the replay, man. Shout out to Rihanna. We on the replay, man. They mess with a lot of people internet. It's called trade winds, family. I already told you all, man. There's a cyborg aspect of trade winds. They never said what they were going to do. They never said, but if it's about monitoring and surveillance and security, you could only imagine what they're really doing. Global warming is an excuse to tax people. PSYOPs at its best. Tell them they're going to have a 25% increase and placate them by only increasing their bills by 10%. A real hallelujah moment. Well, guess what? Folks won't accept it going or coming. I can tell you that. Going and coming, people want to accept that one way or the other. They said this. You will have to ask what plantation did they buy or use in the light and power. That's another story. A place in St. Lucie is huge. It's like behind the parish church, or well, somewhere in that vicinity down there, man. A whole area. It's a good set of acreage for sure. The sad thing is you have to get licensed to put them solar panels for someone that is free. You may soon need license to breathe total madness. Wait. So you say it's like you have to get a license to put them solar panels, to put up solar panels, you will get a license for something that is free? I don't know. What about the panels themselves? I guess if you buy the panels, if you're looking to install them, you have to pay the government a license fee to install the solar panels to collect free sunlight. Crazy. Again, family. Imagine that you went overseas, you went price smart, man. That ain't making any sense. I can't. Make it make sense, man. Because if I go price smart and buy the solar panel they have on sale in the box, with the converter, transformer, whatever they call it, and I carry that home, put it on my roof, and I'm drawing this panel energy in my house. You're telling me I go pay like the power? I gotta pay the government a license fee? No, that ain't making sense. That's a trap. So if that's the case, then you gotta charge me for my solar lights outside the house because I'm using solar plant energy to produce light in the bulb. Town country planning. I agree, Alex. Let them come get the money. Not a cent. I second that. All in favor? Say aye. Sean said a cyber attack is part of their exercise. They have scripts that look for weaknesses in computer systems to exploit them. Sounds plausible. Sounds very plausible. Time to leave Egypt, folks. We need to stop complaining and start walking straight. I agree. We've been walking in circles too long. We've been walking in circles too long. We're either going to shout on the Sabbath day and let these walls come down, or we're going to get up out of Egypt. What we will not be doing is perpetuating this situation and asking the devil for a scotch on the bench in hell. Ja Light, no sir. Nah, we ain't dealing with it. Facts, NGS, straight up. If everybody in Barbados withhold paying their light bill for 2 months, what the company going to do? Cut off everybody? Listen, the government gonna pay that bill and then tax the people in another way, one way or the other. Trust me. I agree with you. I follow the science, but in my opinion, the government, we call it a bailout. They would say, look, government, we ain't getting the money for the people. They boycotting. They said they ain't paying the bills. This is 2 months now, going to the third. And really and truly, we got to shut this down, including how it's going to affect the airport, how it's going to affect all the hotels, how it's going to affect all government offices and the businesses like Massey and the shareholders and the stakeholders. And the government will say, oops, we got to do a bailout. Tell me how much the people of Barbados owe you. And like the power going to say, well, hold on a minute. According to this bill, the last 2 months, they owe us 100 million. But for the inconvenience is 150 million. Hint, hint. And giving a little something when the check clear. Okay, and the government gonna pay that 150 and then tax the people. Don't get tight with it. So we gotta find ways, man, that is viable to not only impact but also to sustain us, because that's what they're gonna do. Don't forget, Barbados is the plantation, and the plantations by the sea got to run. So don't go at light and power. Go at the government. I met the government go at light and power. That's what's up. I saw a video this morning going around with a lot of names in it. I don't know how true, how false information is. I have not researched it myself. That's why I am playing it as per normal, as per usual. I don't just, but I thought it was interesting because it called a lot of names. It calls a lot of names. It calls a lot of names. Oh, and by the way, let me see what real quick. Let me do this real quick. I almost forgot one thing, but this I definitely have to do. Yeah, I gotta do this, family. I got to do this, man. I got to do this. BAR Barbados. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do this one here, man. This one right here. This is a must. This is worth it. This is worth it. Yeah, let me share this page real quick. Let me make it larger though. You can't make this stuff up, family. You can't make this stuff up. I just wanna make this clear. Big Pen, give me a second, Big Pen. Jen, give me a second. I see you. Anthony, give me a second. Let me put this page up, man. So remember that we had a conversation last week about some dispute, and one of the executors sold land that don't belong to her. She had no authority to do so, couldn't do so anyhow. It would have been illegal to do so. Any lawyer worth his weight in salt would have known that. But yet we have a seal with a lawyer name on it, George Payne. If those documents are legit because they came from the government office that said this land was sold by a lady who had no authority to sell it. I don't know how a lawyer didn't know that, but apparently his name is on this document, which as far as I'm concerned is a fraudulent sale, unless I could be shown otherwise. It was said by Mr. Franklin on another program that the money was donated to the RSPCA. It's funny because in that same program, they talked about lawyers and papers being given to lawyers for land that went missing. All this land that went missing, and donations, but whatnot. But what I found interesting, I love the inbox crew. So this is the Barbados RSPCA web page. This is the Facebook page. It got 15,000 likes and a bunch of other stuff, which anybody here for. But no, check this out though, family. Please do not use this page for an emergency. Please do not use this page for an emergency. Use this page for an emergency. Call us. I don't know. That's their thing. Anyhow, cute cats and dogs and all cuddly stuff. It's wonderful. But what I found interesting was right this part here, the intro, you got the intro right here, the information. All right, it seems fair, But as I scroll down, it's so weird. The page is a charity organization, but it's located in a place called Cheltenham Lodge, Mighty Grinder Highway, St. Michael, Barbados, Bridgetown, Barbados. Oh, well, wait a minute. Cheltenham Lodge. Yeah, where is Cheltenham Lodge? Like, so I click on it and think, like, I go to Google Earth for this one here, man, because, Cheltenham Lodge, is that like Cheltenham as in like the loyal Cheltenham, the same lawyer that the documents were allegedly given to? Is this the same Cheltenham? Somebody help me here. Is this the same? I'm just comparing the name. I don't think he has any affiliation with this. It's just probably purely coincidental. Listen, family, a lot of people know a lot more than they're saying here, but they ain't saying it. Perhaps it's just, anyhow. Like I said, family, the DLP is the child of the BLP. Keep that in mind at all times. It's not a separate, it is the people who were disgruntled at the time that left and formed their own thing. It's like the Anglican Church. It's like the Catholics and the Anglican. The BLP will be Catholics and the DLP will be Anglican. The problem is that the Anglicans still fall under the order of the Vatican. Hence, the Anglican Church functioned pretty much like the Catholic Church. Hence, if you didn't know the difference, you probably couldn't tell the difference. Upside of Henry. Wait, there's that name again. But I just had to ask the question. Do y'all think, is this a coincidence or this is just, where's Cheltenham Lodge? Like, what is that exactly? Where and what is that exactly? Inquiring minds want to know. Wait a minute. Green Isles Energy Solution Inc. incorporated by Stuart T. Motley. Really? Man, you can't go off grid, but you have to be smart. Everything has a loophole. Yeah, man. I have the solution for this, I kid you not. Shout out to FADE, shout out to Barbados National Congress, the People's National Congress. Yeah, though, we need to have conversations because I did say to the government, if y'all want solutions to this issue, holler at me, let me know. We can have a meeting. Let's discuss how we will benefit the people of Barbados as a whole. As a whole. Barbadians ain't got no right paying. Barbadians have no right paying electricity bills or water bill. Water, electricity should be provided free by the government of this nation. And the government of this nation has the resources to do so. They do. They only pretend that they don't. The only people who should be paying for water in Barbados as well as electricity are all commercial entities. Period. But residential, no water bill and no light bill. Now, of course, there are regulations. If you are abusing something, of course, it's obvious. Within boundaries, there are certain regulations. You're allotted X amount per family based on households. If you exceed that for whatever reason, well, then you could incur costs at perhaps a nominal amount. But as far as I'm concerned, that's what should be going on. Because hotels in these places, nah, different regulations. They want to come make money, but they want to invest in it. You got to pay like you weigh, baby. And they don't own any land. They can only lease the land for a period of time. After that time is up, we can look at renewing it, or we would take over the hotel and run it as a local entity with shareholders. All employees become automatic shareholders. All. Anyhow, family, we got to set up our own governing body and have our own ideas and initiatives that make sense for the empowerment of the nation as a whole, and not just the plantocracy. They had their run, they had theirs and still want yours. Imagine that. They got theirs and want yours. Greedy, man. I am on Blink. I am on PIC. I don't do Caswell or Ralph. No questioning. I Rastafari. I have to answer them. Fire on. Yes, butterfly. I don't know who you are, right? But you ain't easy at all. So I don't do Caswell or Ralph. Straight. Folks are not happy if I say that. Listen, I tell people all the time, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So I'm not saying that certain things aren't accurate. What I'm going to say is that it's obvious to me at this point that a lot of people, man, can get caught. But there were 10 virgins, right? But some were smart and some weren't. They all came ready, though. That's why I keep telling people they all came ready, but some didn't have the vision to see how this thing was going to unfold and came more prepared than others. Some wasn't fully prepared, man. They was excited, but they wasn't prepared, man. Sent via WhatsApp. Sent via WhatsApp was given trouble to send here. Sophia, what is that you're referring to exactly? Maybe I missed the comment because they scroll by so quickly from both pages, Facebook and YouTube, and on in here. So I may not always see all of them. I mean, sometimes I got to scroll back up, then I got to scroll back down. So I may not always catch every single one, but I'm not sure what you're referring to. Land cannot go missing. Facts. Facts. Two wings, same bird, same coin. I'll tell you what, man. Jane said, I am in. We need to understand, we need to discuss and understand why this is happening. You know what? I think that's good. And Jane, I'm glad you said it because you need to come on. It's that time, Jane. You got to come on because I don't think people understand the magnitude as to why this is happening. I mean, the other side of it, that, as far as she's concerned, and she's 70, she said she's 74. She said Barbados is going back. It's not going forward. She said, I am old enough to tell you what I am seeing. Barbados is going backwards, not forwards. I'm like, wow. Like people ain't realizing what they're doing is eliminating the middle class. It's going to be the have versus the have a little bit. It's going to be the have versus the have a lots versus the have a little bits. And we got to start realizing that. We cannot look at it in a vacuum. This is so true. Yep, tourism needs to be on the Barbados stock market, and we get shares. That's what I'm saying. There's no way you could have. That's what I'm saying. The government was down for the people. I gotta say both because, I mean, like for me, this is a basic thing. Any person in any individual in Barbados working in the hotel industry. I'm not saying we can't have tourism plantations by the ocean. I'm saying it can't be a plantation by the ocean. It could be an investment for all parties involved, including the people that work there. Every employee in the hotel sector, that is chef, housekeeper, front desk, taxi, waitress, whoever. So I don't know all the titles, but everyone should have shares in that hotel. So when they come to work, they're not just coming to work like, they provide a service because what they're doing is that they're getting the dividends out of their own entity. So they have to take more pride in what they do and the service that they offer. It's like going to automotive art. And I ain't just saying that, but you ever been automotive art? Talk about service, man. Talk about service, automotive art. Man, there's certain businesses in Barbados, man, that offer some service, man, that make you scratch your head like, whoa. So our training, what sort of training they get? Because it be so it just feel it be good service. And by the way, I mean there are other places too. Don't get me wrong. In fact, Price Smart to name another one. Service, man. You get service, and it makes you, because how people are treated, how people are engaged. I'm not saying it's the best place to work. I don't know behind the scene. What I'm saying is that how they've dealt with me, I've still to deal with other people, is be service. Perhaps they have an interest in it. I don't know. My point is we need to treat people who working with us on a different level, man. We can't let people come in our country and exploit our brothers and sisters. And then we ain't dealing with that. The problem is the BLP, and the LP needs these crooks need to go. I totally agree. That's why when I look at the young ones now that's coming in, that joined that are loyal to the B or loyal to the D, I ask myself, I hope they really understand the magnitude and the history, because I know they have good intentions and I support all that. However, the road to hell is paved with individuals with those ideas. So I hope they don't flip them, and I hope they have enough integrity to realize if they're about to be flipped, that they jump ship, because there's plenty of room in other places, because there's a change happening, and it's happening. Well, it's definitely happening. Greetings, ISIS. We see you. We see you. Greetings, family. The corruption is too heavy. These bandits and bullies, aka terrorists. Facts, man. Facts. Oh, the link for the show. Yeah, I know how it is, man. Like I said, family, politically incorrect is shadow banned. In fact, let me say this real quick, family. If you're new to the platform isn't new. Been here for years. If you don't see it, it's because they don't want you to see it. Keep that in mind. So what you have to do is make sure you at least like, subscribe. Let me put the little link up real quick, do a little commercial thing. Bing. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. But you got to click that notification bell, and you got to click all. If you don't click all, the algorithm, they're going to pick and choose which ones they want you to see. So sometimes you might get a notification, sometimes you're not. Sometimes I myself got to go searching for my own platform. I can't even believe it. But again, I always tell people, if you want to find it, you're going to find it. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you like and subscribe for sure. Click that bell, tell a friend. And that's how we're going to do this. I do my part, you do your part. We're going to get there together, because everyone has a role to play. Everyone has a part to play. And that's how this is going to work. So let's all do what we're supposed to do and get what we got to do. Because recognize right now, we know what's happening. The writing is on the wall. We see it. We see it as clear as day. Other people see it too, but for different reasons, they may not be able to say anything. That day will come. We say you all need to clear your phone. I may have to send you a 141 page plan from 2014. Yeah, Alex, you can send them. You can send it, but it's funny. Not, but you can send it. We might have to send you our plan. Might be a few more pages than that, but listen, we about self-governing, and nobody trying to take over the corporation. They can keep it. We about self-governing. The Bible tells us to come out of her, my people. Come out of her. Family, it is time to leave Egypt, the house of bondage. It is that time. And we got to recognize the spiritual order. But we can't just leave empty-handed. They owe us. The government, all these these corporations, they owe. And they're going to pay. I'll go flag some of my comments. Of course, I mean, like I said, this is politically incorrect. You know what I'm saying? This platform is a different program. You got to know that, different program. We got work, family, we got work to do. As much as we talk on here, shout out to the whole faith family again. Like I said, Barbados National Congress, we doing work, family. If you want to get involved in the work that's going on, the number's on the screen. Give us a call and somebody will reach out to you for sure. 838-8253, area code 246, and that's what's up. And having said that, like I said, I won't be on here too long. Hold on a second. Imagine Unicomer Courts Barbados 246 took back money, refused to pay it in to the government, and now refuses to waiver late fees on the accounts of some pensioners who continue to get their pensions late. Court Barbados is nothing but hypocrites. Serious courts ain't paying in the money for the government, the VAT monies. Well, it's funny because courts used to be controlled by someone who I think was married to another minister or something, so BLP/DLP crossover. One of other ministers, yeah, crazy, man. Please, can somebody explain what the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development is? International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Explain what that is. Well, that's easy. Well, that's definitely easy. We need to understand what the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development is. You see them two words? Well, the three words. The international is Europe, the British Empire / Roman, and the other one, well, because British Empire is under the Roman Empire, the Vatican, the Queen bound to the Pope, don't forget. So, well, king in this case. Well, the International Reconstruction and Development, well, I suppose after the colonies reach a certain stage, I guess they got to do an upgrade, you know? And Barbados time is here. Did I see the video where they discontinue the AstraZ jab? Send it forward, sis. Send it. Put it in the media. Put it in the media room for Fade. Put it in that one. But these people are going to wake up now. Bet these people are going to wake up now. I don't think so, family. And I'll tell you what I've grown to realize. I did. Okay, give thanks. Give thanks. What I'll tell you is this, family. We all have our appointment. We all have a divine appointment. And that's why we're here. That's why you are here. That's why I am here. We all have our divine appointments. And, you know, everyone's going to get up when their time has come. Some going to get up, some may never get up. But maybe that's not, but maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. What matters most right now is what we do with our knowledge and with the assignment that we've been called to fulfill. That's what matters, man. How are we going to build this thing? How are we going to be a part of what is to come that is here? This is no longer a thing that is coming. It is here. It has arrived. The question is, what role are you going to play? When our children look through the corridors of history and read the books that are written, what will they read about us? What will be said about us? What will our children discover and take pride in knowing that we have done to ensure and safeguard their future and the future of their children and children? That's all that matters, family. So let that be the meditation. Let the words of our mouth and that be the meditation of our heart. Let it be acceptable in the eyes of those who have come before, those who are here, and those who are to come. That's what's up, man. Barbados is a member of that bank, better known as the World Bank. Again, the World Bank got all the money from slavery. Then they lent it back to countries that they colonized and enslaved. Imagine that. And these governments ain't got the capacity to decide, listen, we need to have a conversation. You got something for me and we want it. Damn. Yo, Alex, you should be sending me messages. You should be watching Politically Incorrect. Send me them when you finish, big man. Straight up. 99 messages. Alex, you cannot be serious. I love it though. Yo, well, I'm gonna hit that up when I'm finished, man, for sure. Peace, more. Peace, peace, peace. You ain't easy, man. You ain't easy at all. Family, what time is it? 15 after. We up out of here. Friday, family, we supposed to have a special guest. We wait and see. We ain't calling names yet, because you don't know we call names. People get phone calls. You getting for political incorrect? Yeah, you still want this job, big man? Okay. I ain't get an excuse. So we ain't calling names, but special guests on Friday, open mic night, get to call in as well. I know a lot of folks have a lot to say. It says, that is all I live for as Rasta man. Listen. What we're going to do right now, family, is take it back, way back, as it was in the beginning. We got to make sure we do right by our families, man. So let us continue to organize, but more importantly, let us now centralize so we can mobilize. That's what's up. Having said that, family, now I've got a few things I want to go and deal with personally, and we gonna get to it. I gotta, I can't even say guess what song I'm gonna play because I want to play something, but I gotta definitely play. I know which one it is already. Oh man, no. I want to. Let me see. Should I? Yeah. Y'all know which one I gonna do, man. I gotta do it, man. Look, family, on a serious note, we gotta have a different conversation. We're gonna structure a special program for next week, though. Like, let me start looking at, like I said, the viable solutions on the way forward. Let them battle and discuss all the crap they're doing. A lot of that is distraction, man. Emotional distraction, man. We want a plan of action. We want an execution date, and that's what we're gonna deal with this thing. We're putting this thing in motion, man. Wheels off the ground. We gotta be in the air, family. Straight up. So if I gotta pick a tune, y'all know which tune I ain't gonna pick already. I ain't gonna tell. Y'all already know which tune I gonna play, man. Y'all already know which tune I gonna play, man.
The race they got us with it is for those who will enjoy till the end. Some try lead you astray, seek wisdom from today, my friend.
Shout out to the whole Clark family. Whole Clark family, man.
Food shortage and things are getting dread.
Food shortage and things getting dread.
Yeah.
Yes, family.
Don't let it get in your head.
To this sister right here, man.
We live by bread, but by the word. That's what he said. Put on your armor.
Let me pause. Wait. Let me switch up here a minute. Yes, I can still play the tune. But what I realized recently is that, which I didn't realize before, the sister actually have a page. She actually has a wait. She actually has a page on the platform, the YouTube thing with Jay. You might go already. And what I started doing recently, although I was playing a lot of her music before, I wasn't playing it from her personal YouTube channel. And my understanding, right? There's some proceeds that artists get, and anyway we can help the artists get a little dollar or two, then we should. So what I switching it right now. I'm going to her page. In fact, let me put the screen on, man. Let me put this up. I go into her page, personal page. Make sure y'all find this page, Indra. Make sure you like the page. Make sure you subscribe to the page, click notification. She got a whole bunch of tunes on their family. We gotta support our own right true. So I gonna play this from her page. I ain't knocking nobody else's page, but I put in the spins on hers because the other page got mad thousands and thousands. I don't know if she getting royalties, but I gonna spin it from hers direct. Pull it from the top, family. Indra. Listen to the words of this song, family. It's a message. It's a message that politically incorrect endorse 1 billion%.
The race they got us with it endure till the end, till the end. Some try lead you astray. Seek wisdom from today, my friend. My friend, they're crying food shortage and things are getting dread in the rain. Yeah, hey, hey. Don't let it get in your head. Man, don't only live by bread, but by the word. That's what is.
By the word, man.
Put on your armor, trot on.
Put on your armor, family.
Become a farmer, plant a pot.
Become a farmer and plant the land.
Don't let time go to waste.
Don't waste time.
They make a way. Grow food and garden.
Listen.
Plant cassava.
Yes.
Green banana.
Yes.
Mango, cocoa, and sweet potato. Sour, turmeric, herbs, ginger, moringa. Corn and breadfruit, shadow baby.
Corn and breadfruit.
Veggie provisions and all kind of fruit. May the work of your hands flourish and go far. May the work of your hands be blessed and prosper.
The works of your hand be blessed and prosper, family. Be blessed and prosper.
And as the plants they grow, we grow in same way. You mercies fresh every day with time, sun and rain and energy. The plants they will thrive and we shall reap the bounty.
Yes, family.
Don't be a slave to the system.
Don't be a slave to the system.
Your mind daily.
Free your mind daily.
Plant cassava.
Yes.
Banana, mango, cocoa, and sweet potato, sour, turmeric, herb, ginger, moringa, corn and breadfruit, shadow baby, arrowroot, veggie provisions and all kind of fruit. May the work of your hands flourish and go far. May the work of your hands be blessed and prosper.
Real thing, family. Real thing, family.
We want coconut water, beautiful sunflower, hibiscus tea and some tertius leaves, planted tomato, berries many colors, watermelon, sweet pepper, cherry and guava.
The guava.
The guava.
The guava, family.
Plant cassava.
The guava.
Banana.
Yes.
Mango, cocoa, and sweet potato. Sour, turmeric, herbs, ginger, moringa. Corn and breadfruit, shadow baby, arrowroot. Veggie provisions and all kind of fruit. May the work of your hands flourish and go far. May the work of your hands be blessed and prosper. May the work of your hands be blessed and prosper.
Lucky feels, man. Lucky feels, man. Everything like that do something to me, man. Them feels that do something to me every time I see them feels, man. I can't tell a lie, man. I just want to lay down there and just bask in it, man. Just bask in it. Yeah, that's bask in it. Yes, family. That's what's going on, family. Health is wealth. And we're dealing with that science, man. So give thanks for the energy, the synergy tonight, family. As always, much love and full respect. I just lastly first, Empress Brazilian Menin, in one perfect balance. Y'all already know it's family time, man. And we focus on that. And we focus on the solutions and how we want to implement our own thing, create our own trade, create our own governance system. We do not need them. You got to stop begging them. The minute you ask them any question for their concern, it's like a monkey in a cage begging for a banana. Nah, we ain't about that life. Serious. So this is what's going on, family. Isis said health is wealth. As more people sick and more medical bills. Listen, family, this is not the day and age to be getting sick going in QEH. Be sure to cut that out. Don't do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. Straight. Take care of yourself, family. Until we meet again, man, we gonna make this thing happen. Until then, family, overstand this much.
Greetings, family. This is Indra, and you are watching
Politically incorrect. Politically incorrect. Yeah, yeah. Politically incorrect. Real news for the people in real time. Politically incorrect. Politically incorrect. Royal elect, it's time to get in place for.